What's going on, my beautiful people? Richard Hairston here. Look, the Home Business Academy just slayed Getresponse with the HBA emailer. Now, you can tell I'm excited about this because we was on a webinar, and look, when they unveiled this, I was about to jump out of my seat with excitement. Once you see what I'm about to share with you, you're going to be excited as well. Now, if you're thinking about joining the Home Business Academy, now is the time, because not only do we have a 100% done for you system, we now are giving you the ability to set up your own email autoresponder right there inside of the system. You can promote other opportunities with it if you want to, but I highly recommend that you promote the Home Business Academy. I mean, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Look, the video is an hour long. I'm going to keep it real with you, but you can speed it up. Go to your settings, speed it up to 1.25, but make sure you watch the entire video so you can get the gist on everything that the Home Business Academy doing, the reason why they're doing this, how they're trying to make this so simple for even a brand new person, or even if you are a intermediate or you have been doing affiliate marketing for a while. This system is for you. If you joined me in Home Business Academy in the past, now is the time to get back in. I'm telling you, this is just going to blow your mind when you watch this. And if you are overpaying for Getresponse, Aweber, active campaigns, or whatever, watch this video, because this is going to save you money. You can get in at the lowest cost and still get access to this autoresponder. I don't know why they did that. Personally, for me, I would have said it the way you had to come in at least at premium, but hey, it's not my business, but I am an affiliate. I am so excited for this. So I'm going to get out of the way right now. I'm going to come back at the end and close it out. If you make it to the end, make it to the end. Watch this video, set aside some time to watch it right now. You are going to be impressed, because like I said, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Go ahead on, watch this video right now.
Paul, did we need to, how do we want to set this up and then reveal?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess first thing I'll say is if what we're going to show you tonight, like if you're using something else, like there's no pressure to use this. Okay. So this is just something that we wanted to create to solve some problems, which is everything that we create is solving problems, right? Um, um, but yeah, for a long time, we've tried to listen to people and find out where they're struggling. So you guys know that one big area of struggle was how do I set up a funnel? you know, and I don't know if you guys ever saw that list of things, but Mike and I were talking about it's like, okay, someone joins. What are all of the steps that have to be done between from when they join to when they make a funnel and then they're actually getting leads? And the list was like it was like 18 steps or something. Like you got to get a domain name, you've got to do your DNS settings, you've got to connect it to a funnel builder, you've got to get your page up, you've got to make sure you got your SPF records and your DMARC settings. And it was just like we were like, wow, like this is crazy. No wonder people get stuck. And so that's why we created the turnkey funnel system, was so people don't have to do that if they don't want to. If they join and they just want to grow an income, now they can just click copy and they've got a funnel, a high converting funnel with an email follow-up series that works. And if they want a personalized domain, this was something Mike did, right? Because same thing, personalized domain, how do you do that? Oh, well, you got to go over to GoDaddy. And while you're at GoDaddy, they're going to show you 50 million things that you can buy. And that's going to be confusing. And there's going to be like all of these options. And you got to go over here and do your. And so that was confusing. So Mike created the Domain Scout, which makes it so someone can not even like, we actually have pre-selected domains with your name in them to make it easy, right? Because that's another place where people get stuck, is like, oh, whoa, what domain should I get? They have people, like, especially new people have never done this before. They have no idea what kind of a domain name to get. And so what happens is they just stare at their computer and they're like, I don't know. And then they don't take any action. So that's why on the Domain Scout, we gave people a pre-selected list of good proven domain names so they can just look at them. Oh, I like that one. So now they can grab one And then when they buy it, Mike made it so when they buy it, they can select, oh, I want this on my turnkey system. And then when they check out, it's done. So their domain's connected, their funnel's connected, literally in like less than 5 minutes, which is amazing. I've never seen that before. So, so the next part, and some of you guys who, if you pay attention, you notice one of the questions that we had come up a lot was, okay, well, what do I do when my leads are done with the sequence? How do I get them on my list? And what kind of autoresponder should I get? And so we might recommend, well, here, go use your sponsor settings. And so then they might go to get the autoresponder, and then they're in a whole other back office, and then that's all confusing, and people get lost there as well. And another problem that we kept seeing with autoresponders is like Getresponse, for example, last year decided to get rid of their residual income payouts for their affiliates. So now you get, I think, residual for like a year, and then after that, it's not there anymore. And these autoresponder platforms, they always like change things, change the commission. And some of the autoresponder platforms actually really don't like affiliate marketing and network marketing, and so that's another issue in and of itself. And we've had many times people join and they're like, well, is the autoresponder included? And oh, well, no, now I got to go buy an autoresponder. And we actually have a feature request right now active, because in Sage, if you didn't know, if you can report a bug and you can also request a feature. The one right now that is the top of the list says built-in autoresponder. This would knock, and then it names a competitor name out of the park, right? Just a thought, right? So we kind of put this off for a long time because we have to be careful how much we take on to manage, because there's really not very many of us running the company. It's Mike and Paul and Deborah, right? And to do it right, it's extremely complicated, extremely complicated. And I'll bring Mike out to, add some things and show you guys what he put together. But I really want to give Mike a huge, huge, huge round of applause, because as I was researching and he was researching, the more I dug in, the more I found that, well, okay, this is going to be the best option, but it's also the one that's going to be the most complicated. And like a lot of the things I read were like, don't go down this route. There's easier routes, but it was going to be the best one for the community. So Mike, with his tech wizard brain, said, well, all right, I think I might be able to do it. And not only did he do it, but he got it done in like 2 weeks. I think. Was it about 2 weeks, Mike? I was so surprised that he got it done. And so maybe before we give the demo of it, we can talk about a couple of the things that will make this easier for people. So one, the turnkey leads, when they're done with the sequence, is it true, Mike, that they will automatically be added to this in-house emailer? Is that right?
Yes, so we have a couple done for you lists. So that's one of them. So basically, as your turnkey leads hit the completed, if you have this emailer activated, it's going to go into that list automatically, and they're going to get an email from you introducing yourself. Now there's a preloaded one in there that you can change and you can edit, but it comes preloaded with one in there, and then you can just edit it if you want. So that's
Yeah.
one done for your list.
Okay, so that's a big benefit, right? Like, think about this. A brand new person who's never done this before, they start getting people to their turnkey system. The emails are going out. They now start having a few people on a potential email list that they can email. Does it really make a lot of sense to say, okay, now go sign up for this other autoresponder and pay 20 or 30 bucks a month or 40 bucks a month when you only have like maybe 10 or 15 leads or 50 leads? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like extra complication and expense that's not necessary for someone that's at that stage. So now this is one big benefit for new people is their leads get done with the follow-ups. Now they'll just be able to log into their HBA, and if they want to write an email to their leads, they can write an email to their leads. So that's one benefit. Another is that we made it so there will be a certain amount of free included for the member. So this is an extra cost to the company. So I'm sorry to say, like, there will be a cost to this, but Mike came up with some very unique things to do on the cost. One is this is way less than any other autoresponder that I've used. Two, what we decided to do was do a credit system. So what does that mean? That means pay as you go, basically. So if you only have like a small amount of leads, why are you paying 30 or 40 bucks a month to email the small amount of leads? And furthermore, like, why are you paying that every month if you're not emailing your list every month? Like, it doesn't make sense. So we made it pay as you go. So there will be a certain amount included for free. So people can use it, test it, see how they like it. And then if they want to buy more credits, they can buy more credits. The credits don't expire. So you can buy a certain amount of credits, and then that could last you however long. There's like no monthly expense. You can set it up on auto recharge if you want, so that it'll just refill when you use your credits. The two other big benefits before we get in, because Mike, I hope this is okay. I kind of like to talk about all the exciting things before we get into like, okay, here's the technical stuff and here's how it looks. But two other big benefits, actually three other big benefits. One is, one thing we didn't like about other autoresponders is they are usually very, very complicated. I don't know if you guys have felt that. If you've listened to people who have tried to set up an autoresponder before, it's complicated and people get so confused. So one big goal was, can we make this very, very, very simple? And when Mike shows you the user interface, you will see that he did exactly that. It is very simple to use. I think your grandmother could send an email with this email. Okay, so that's one big benefit. Another one is, well, I'll let Mike. You can share that with the Turnkey thing, how that works. Are there any other big exciting benefits with this that we want to like tell people before we start showing them the interface?
Yeah, so with kind of going back to the way that Paul, when we first started the company, we had some core values: quality, simplicity, and putting people first, right? And so Paul mentioned a couple things that makes it more simple. I also think we have a lot of potential here in time-saving things. Like, so for example, you know how annoying it is when you're trying to email your team, or maybe you're trying to do like a time-sensitive offer and you need to, figure out who's all in. So we've already solved that with the customer panel. But now when you go to send an email, you can actually exclude people that are already on your team on a certain product, all in, not all in, inactive customers, active customers. I mean, we have every single segment. We actually didn't even call them segments. Well, I originally called them segments, and then Paul's like, well, nobody really understands what a segment is. So basically now, they're basically done for you segments, and we just call them lists. So basically you can exclude certain lists, like based on product ownership. And so now when you're sending a promotion, you can exclude people who are already on your team, and you don't even have to think about it because it's just automatic.
Yeah,
So
and let me explain why this is important. Marketing, a big part of marketing is making sure the person gets the message for where they're at, wherever they're at, right? So here's an example. Someone's getting your Turnkey follow-up leads. You probably don't want to be sending random broadcast messages to that person. Why? Because it interrupts the flow. Like that follow-up system is designed very specifically so they get the exact information at the exact right time, and it builds, they all build on each other. So if you're broadcasting random emails to people that are getting the follow-up series, you're probably going to confuse them, and it's gonna hurt the conversions. So 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 now once they've completed the follow-up sequence, now you might want to send them a message knowing that they have gone through those. So that message, when it reaches that person, it's going to be more effective. And the same with like your inactive customers versus your active customers. You probably want to communicate to those groups of people differently rather than sending and I'll just tell you, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've known this was important, but it was so complicated to do that I just didn't do it. So I would leave my leads, my customers, my inactives all on the same list, and I'd send them all the same emails. Or every once in a while I'd say to Mike, like, "Oh, Mike, how do we segment this so we send the," and it was just so complicated. So that is solved with this. It is so easy to pick who you want to send a message to, and so that's a really really important part of of marketing, and now it's going to be easy for everybody to do. Mike, did you leave?
Awesome. I'm back. There we go. But yeah, so I think it's just going to be an amazing. Again, we're not trying to. I mean, obviously, um, you can continue to use your autoresponder you currently have if you want. You can even use this in conjunction if you want. Like you could use this for your team and then use the other thing, if you want, or you can move it all over. So it really is up to you. I will say though, we have taken every single consideration to making this quality. So there are some things that we put in place that I don't think any autoresponder that exists has. So for one, we have all of the bot protections available. So like if a bot tries to hit your page and it starts autofilling your page, there's actually a hidden field that they can't see, and it automatically fills that field. And it says success on their end. So they think it went through, but it actually doesn't. So so basically they're tricked. The bots think they've got you, but they actually don't. So that's one thing in place on all of the web forms. You also have all validation on all of your leads. So 100% included. You don't have to pay for that. So basically every lead is validated. Also on the risky leads. So like, let's say a lead comes through and our validator says it's a good email, but it's risky. It's going to send them through a double opt-in. So, and then the thank you page is smart. So it's going to have your image on there with like, check your email. And then when they go to the email and they click it, it's still going to go to your thank you page that they would have gone through had they not done the double opt-in. But that's a smart feature. So it only does that for risky leads. And I'm just going to throw this out there. Do you want a lead on your list that's a risky lead? No. So you want to make sure they are a legit lead. So those are the only ones you really want to do double opt-in, right? So it's not everybody, but it's just those risky ones that the validator thinks they're risky. And so that's all done and it's all smart. And so when you use the forms, that's how the forms are going to work. But that's kind of just one extra benefit that you get. But if you never want to use your own forms somewhere else, you will have all that with the turnkey. Like you can now use the turnkey funnel for all of your marketing, and it goes to your email list automatically. So you don't even have to worry about that. You're building your email list when you use the turnkey funnel. And yeah, and I guess one last thing is we also have it to where if you don't set up how like when you join an autoresponder, they're like, you have to go buy an email. You have to set it up and you have to do all these records. Well, we'd give people an out-of-the-box email to use right away. So someone can join and uh, and have an out-of-box email already set up for them that they can email from, and then there's an option to put their own custom one in there secondary. So I don't think there's any autoresponder that allows that. Like usually you have, it's like almost mandatory to have your own email, right? Am I right on that or wrong on that? I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
seen
you're
that.
right.
Yep. So someone could join and just use it right out of the gate without even setting anything up. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense.
Do you guys want to see it? And then we have one other thing to show you after Mike shows you the emailer.
Yeah, it's actually you're getting a 2-for-1er tonight. So, hopefully you guys like this. So,
That's amazing, you guys.
and again, like I said, the funnel builder works with all the autoresponders that it normally works with. We're just giving you one more option. So let's get into it. So let's see. I'm trying to pull everything up. Hopefully I'm in the right. Okay, here we go. So when you guys go to your, and this is active in all of your back offices right now. So it's live and it's under the affiliate tab. So the way that we've done this, so I guess I'll just explain details as I go. So it's open to all customers. So this is not a core product. So I just want to throw that out there. So this is not one of our core products. This is an additional product that we have added, but it's not a core product. So technically you do not have to own it in order to get paid on it. So I just want to throw that out there. As long as you are active on any subscription product in HBA, you will earn on this new product. Does everybody understand that? So when someone buys credits for this emailer, if you own Let's Goal, you'll get paid on it. Make sense? If you own Funnel Builder, you'll get paid on it. If you own Premium, you'll get paid on it. You have to own at least one of the subscription products in order to be paid on this new product, but you do not have to own the actual emailer to be paid on the product. Does that make sense? So just want to throw that out there. So HBA emailer, we super creative name, right? But we actually thought about it, calling it something cooler. I mean, because it's like a smart emailer. It's not just an emailer, but there it is. So this is what it'll look like when you first get started. And so everybody gets 300 free emails. And here's what's cool about this. I just want to throw out there is when you're starting the Facebook inviter, this is a perfect thing for that. And the 300 is perfect for that inviter. And I'll show you here in just a minute. We mentioned one of the done for you lists that you get, but there's actually a second done for you list I want to show you guys. So anyway, so right here, so we're just going to do tester. So when you get started, you get a default emailing address like I showed you. So that's basically what it just starts out as. You put your from name and then you put your reply to email, right? So whatever you want to do, and then you just click activate. Now it's activated. So now you have a 300 credit balance that never goes away. So basically, if you never email, you never use credits. So that's different from any other autoresponder because like in other ones I've noticed if you buy the month, it resets every month and you pay it again. Does that make sense? So like if you buy 30,000, like my Aweber, for example, has 30,000 emails per month, right? But I have to pay for it next month regardless if I use those 30,000 emails. Make sense? So this one is different. You pay for what you use. You don't pay if you don't use it. So you could buy credits and they could last you a year. so, so for example, if I click buy credits, 15,000 credits is $15. So you literally can send 15,000 emails for $15. And again, if you do not use it, you do not pay for it. Okay. Like you literally just, this could last you a year if you
And
want.
let's explain real quick what that means. So 15,000 means if you had one person on your email list, you could send 15,000 emails. Or if you had 15,000 leads on your list, you could send one email. See how that works? So that's how the credits work.
Exactly. So now, if you buy this, your sponsor gets 5 of that. So, so basically, if you buy this for 15, your sponsor gets 5. And then the other remaining goes to pay for the actual emails, the validator, all the things that we pay for as a company. Does that make sense? So that is how it works. So it's not going to be the 80% model that we usually do. And again, that's why I wanted to say that this is not a core product. And in fact, you don't even have to buy credits here to earn on the credits. Like you could, like for example, if Amy just says, I'm using Aweber, I'm never using this thing. But she has 20 people who buy it under her, she'll get the $5 every time someone buys that credit package. Does that make sense? And you can say it's residual. I don't know if it's really residual because it's more like it's a pay as you go type of system, but there is a spot here that says auto reload. So technically, you can set it to auto reload once you get under a certain balance, which in a sense makes it a residual based on usage. Does that make sense? So anyways, is everybody kind of cool with that? How the credit system works, how you get paid? Is everybody cool with that? You guys like that you actually get paid on it? I actually think that this will be another residual income stream for you if you have people who are actually using it, like if they are paying for this underneath you, right? So anyway, like for example, Paul and I, we will probably be making a lot of money off of each other because we email quite a bit, right? Geo, he emails like 30 times a month. So whoever Geo's sponsor is will probably get paid pretty good, you know? So it just depends on how much you use it. That's how we get paid. So anyway, that is that. Um, so again, right out of the gate, you get this one. And I want to just show you a couple features. There is the custom email. I do want to just mention. So if you are using a custom email, then you can do that just like any other autoresponder, which I do recommend you do. In fact, if your custom email is in Domain Scout, the second you add it here, you're done. so, so there's nothing to set up. So you just add it here and it just does everything for you on all the email setup. Like there's literally nothing to do. Once you put your custom email here, it is set up 100%. If you have your domain in the Domain Scout. If you don't have it in the Domain Scout, then it's going to give you a big list of DNS records to go add. And now you got to do it like the normal method. Okay. So has everybody got that? Is everybody cool with that? You guys like simple? You just put it there and you're done? Or do you guys like the complicated method? But so yeah, so if you want to transfer your domain, you can always do that in Domain Scout as well. And we have a video on that. So there's a couple tabs. So let's just go through. Actually, let me show you one cool feature. Those of you who in here is using the emailer, or I mean the Facebook inviter or the fast start inviter. Is everybody using that? Or I know that a lot of you are using it. I do want to show you a cool feature. So there is in the autoresponder, there's 2 done for you lists. Okay. The first one is the turnkey completed. We already mentioned that. So when your turnkey leads end, they go to this sequence automatically. Okay. And then this email goes out on your behalf and it has your name, it has your links in it. Now you can come in here and change it. It's just there. But look at this one right here. Fast Start Inviter. So now this one's pretty cool because it has that email that we tell you to copy and paste with your triple residuals link, with your turnkey link, right? But here's the magic of this list. So let's say you're on the go, and this is actually something I was doing myself. Like I actually had this happen to me. I went over to Facebook and I was on my phone and I was out and about, and I went to and someone said, "Hey, I'm interested." And then I said, "Okay, what's your best email? Give me your best email and I'll send you over the I didn't say give me. I did the script correctly, but I just said, what's your best email? And then they gave me the email. And then I was on my phone and I'm like, okay. And I was trying to copy it from Facebook. And it was like, has anyone ever tried to copy text from Facebook? Like, holy cow, this is annoying. But anyway, I was able to copy the text eventually. And then I'm like, okay, now I got to go send them the email. And I'm like, so I go to my Gmail app and I pasted their email in. And then I'm like, okay, now I got to go into the HBA app. And then I'm like, okay, now I go to the affiliate tab. And then I went through the script thing and then I copied the subject line. I went back to my email and I pasted it, changed their name. And then I went back into the app, copied the, it was actually kind of a nightmare from the phone. Now on the computer, it's a breeze. But on the phone, it was a nightmare. So I was like, how do I get rid of this nightmare? And I'm like, well, we have this emailer that we just created. So why don't I just set it up? Oh yeah, and then that was not the end. I sent the email, then I had to go to my turnkey page and then add them there too. Right? Just like we tell you guys to do. And so I was like, okay, how do we simplify this? So then I decided, okay, well, let's create a done for you list. So if I go over here to contacts and I click on add import contact. So let's say I'm chatting, and I actually did this from my phone. So I just opened up this and I opened up the phone. I opened up this page on the phone and then I just put their name, Nick. And I'll just make up a name, Smith. And I'll put an actual email just so. Okay. And then I just put FB chat. Oops. FB chat. And then here's what I did. Here's the magic of this. You literally click on Fast Start Inviter. Okay. And then read this text right here. Your Fast Start Inviter email goes out first. Then this contact is also added to the company turnkey follow-up sequence on your behalf. So basically, I click add and I'm done. There's no copy and pasting email. There's no, you go into the back office, the scripts and copying that. There's no going to your Gmail. There, and I didn't even set up an email. Did you guys notice? I didn't even set up an email. I literally just used this one. and it automatically it sent them this email right here. Okay, so it sent them this email. And then it also added them to the turnkey list. And I'll just show you right here. Look. Well, bam. Here's the link, Nick. Hey, Nick. Boom. And then it even has the capture page at the bottom. Like literally just sent them that email. And then when then in about 15 minutes, okay, hold on. In about 15 minutes, it's going to send, or it's going to add them to the turnkey funnel automatically on your behalf. And you just did that. All you did was add them. So they say, sure. You ask them for their email. You are literally building your email list and not having to go through all of that headache. And I don't know of any other autoresponder in the world that can do that. You want to know why? Because they don't have access to the Home Business Academy. So they can't add them to the company capture page because they don't own the Home Business Academy. But guess who does own the Home Business Academy? Paul and I and the HBA emailer and all of you. So we're able to do cool things like this so that you don't have to have a headache. So anyway, so I just wanted to throw that out there. That is available. I don't know if we want to go through every single thing just because time, but I do want to just mention a couple other things. It has lists just like, everything else. It actually has all of your HBA lists automatically done for you. So like when you load it up, it'll show you all your active customers. It'll show you all of your Let's Goal, all of your funnel builder, all of your premium, all of your FLA, all of your all-ins, all of your not all-ins, and then all of your inactive as well. So they'll all be on your lists. And then you will also have your own personal lists. So like maybe I'll log into mine. And I think Paul did something with the privacy mode, so hopefully it worked. So let's go check it out. So let's go back over here, my emailer. Okay. So you see how it has all the emails and then it has lists. So I went in and I created a new list. I created my magical morning and my debt hack, my DMARC list, my 3K month, my 21 video ideas, all my HBA customers and all that stuff. So that is all there and done, and you can set that all up. And so basically you can look at lists as like segmenting people into different categories. So like, for example, people who come in through the debt hack list, they're in that contact. But what's cool is when you go to the broadcast, your send to right here, you can send it to everybody. So you can just click all contacts, right? And then you can also exclude certain lists, okay? So if you don't want to send to your customers, you can just exclude all your customers. You can exclude inactive customers. You can exclude multiple different lists. But the way that it'll work is it only basically excludes, everybody is only in the CRM one time. So you know how like other autoresponders, you have them on multiple lists? The way that this one works is if they're on multiple lists, it'll just tell you what each list that they're on. So like if I go to me, it'll just say I'm on, this list and like 10 different lists, right? It's going to tell you like everything they've ever done. You can take notes. You can, have all your autoresponders, custom fields. I mean, everything tags. You can do everything that a normal autoresponder can do. But everybody's in your list one time, and then it just adds to that customer. Make sense? And then when you go to broadcast, if you want to keep the system simple, you just click all contacts. Then you exclude the ones you don't want to send to, and then you send it. Okay. We've even made it super simple to where like when you go to email, like you look at this, you click on email, look at this is the first page that pops open. Subject line, body, choose your list, and send. You see what I'm saying? So like like it's not, you don't even have to know where to go to send an email. You literally just go to the emailer and you're on the page to send your email. You select who you want it to go to, and then you click send. And you're done. Like you don't have to worry about like where to go and what tab to click on and what's it called? Is it called broadcast? Is it called newsletter? In fact, Getresponse is hilarious because they have newsletters, they have they have autoresponders, they have automations, and it's like, what is it? Which one do I go to? You know, this one is like, you just go to the emailer and then it's right there in front of you. Like, there you go, send it. Right. When you send an email, you actually can see like who opened it. You can see their name and email, who opened, the name and email who clicked. You can copy the body, copy the subject if you want to reuse it. So that's easy. Um, so we've covered the broadcast, we've covered the contacts. You could do autoresponder sequences like any other autoresponder. You know, you just add your emails in here, immediate, 1 day delay, 2 day delay, all that stuff. So it's just like a normal autoresponder. You can just set up your sequences right there. So that's available. And then the last but not least, and then we will let you guys use it, is forms. So the way that we decided to do this is by doing it through forms. So we thought about API, we thought about other things, and we're just like, you know what, to protect the company, we need to make sure we are like all the leads are good. Does that make sense? So the way that we can do that is by using the forms, because we can email validate every single email that comes through. We can prevent it from bots. We can embed it on different websites like the funnel builder tool. And we can also get instant notifications like when you get a lead. So the way that we did this is, you know, you create your form. You've got your name and your phone field. You can choose your color for your button. You can choose single or double opt-in.
This is for if you're not using the turnkey system, by the way. If you're using
Right.
the turnkey system, you don't need to do any of this. This is just if you want to put it on your own pages elsewhere or in the funnel builder.
Exactly. And then you just basically, where do you want them to go after they opt in? And so we have custom URL. You can also just choose one of your affiliate links. So like from the drop down. So you could just be like, well, I want them to go to the triple residuals page. There you go. You don't even have to go get it and just click save, right? So now you just grab this code, go over to your funnel builder, and you add the code to your page, and then it just shows up on your page. So obviously you want to make sure the colors are good and all that stuff, but that's how simple it is. So you basically just embed it anywhere you want to embed it. You can embed it on your blog. You can embed it, and then when someone comes through, let's just say they put a fake email in or a role email. So let's say support. It's not going to let this go through because we don't accept role-based emails. Please use a personal email address instead of a role-based one. So anyway, so basically it is just super smart, and you can now create as many of these forms as you want. And then the email comes out through partner at the HBA emailer, and then once you have set up your custom domain, then it will go from there. Like it'll start doing from your custom domain. So anyway, I think I've done too much talking. Anything I need to highlight?
There's one more piece. Uh, you guys want to see one more thing that we did? So now Mike has made it easy to send emails, which I love. I love being able to just go there, write an email, click send, be done. Like that's my favorite part about all of this. All the other stuff is cool too. But I guess the only other question is, how do you write an email? Like what if you're staring at this blank screen and you're like, okay, what do I write? Right? So I created a tool. I think it was about a month ago. What I did was I downloaded every email I've sent since I started online. It was 1,800 emails, and I had AI analyze all of my emails to find the patterns and the things that I did well. You know, not to brag, but people do tend to really like my emails, and I've sold a lot of product and services through email. So I have a skill, like I have a skill with writing emails. So the question was, can I take the skills that I have and put them in a tool that would allow others to leverage my skills and be able to easily write emails? So I created a tool. It's called the Email Alchemist, and we decided to include it in the emailer for premium members. So if you're a premium member, you will have access to this tool. And I'll just do it real fast because I know we're going on a long time tonight. But I let some people use it, and I started getting replies, unsolicited replies, like, "Hey, Paul, good morning. The first thing I saw was your post. I opened it and was introduced to the Email Alchemist. Intrigued, I dove in. And Paul, this program you created is a masterpiece. I simply and honestly followed the straightforward directions, pressed the button to generate the email, and could not be more pleased with the result. A little tweak here and there to enhance my identity within it, and that's it. I can think of nothing I could have done or said to convey my thoughts and my emotions any better. This is an email writing game changer. Another winner. Thank you, Hyacinth." So thank you, Hyacinth. Richard Hairston got a peek. It's awesome. Amy said, "I just tested out your new tool. Pretty freaking cool." I got an email from a guy named Bishop. "So how much is the Email Alchemist tool? Love what it just spit out for me." And then this was one of my favorites. "Hey, Paul, no need to answer right away. I know you're on family time. One of the main reasons I didn't go very far the first time was having to do daily content to send out. I just couldn't think of it, and it was excruciating. I felt like such a loser. Plus, I'm not really a salesman, but I just tried out your Email Alchemist. I didn't answer all of the questions, but the email it created, wow, I'm dumbfounded. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great evening." So those are some of the honest responses that have come from it. So what we did was we put a tab in the emailer right at the top that says, "Need help writing your email? Use Email Alchemist for premium members." So you can click on this and it will take you to the Email Alchemist. There's a guide here. So if you guys want to learn some tips on email writing, you could read through this guide and you'll kind of see how this tool works. But the other thing you can do if you don't want to read through the guide is, what's your email about? Pick the question that clicks for you right now, then tell me more. What are you most excited about in life or business? Did something happen recently, a conversation, a moment that stuck with you? Is there anything you learned recently that you could teach someone? So anyway, you click this, you answer a few questions, and then you click Alchemize My Email, and it will give you a subject line with actually 3 subject lines in my style, and a fully written email that you can then copy and paste or edit and kind of get exactly the way you want it. It also has a subject line generator, so you can tell it what your email's about, and you can get subject lines in my style. And then once you have your email output, there's a button that says broadcast. And if you click that button, it will load that email right into your emailer so you can customize and send. And I think this is a really good tool. I used it today actually to write my email, and I loved it. Mike sent out an email last week. I was like, "Man, Mike, that was a killer email." And he's like, "Yeah, I used your tool." So I think you guys are going to like this. I think it makes email writing really easy. And with all AI assisted content, you'll see this on the screen when it generates your email. But there's basically 2 questions. Is it true and is it you? Those are the 2 questions you want to ask when you use AI to ever help you with any content. And what makes this good is you are inputting things that you want to talk about. So it's you going in, and then it's using AI combined with my email writing style to give you output that's pretty good, honestly. But even though it's pretty good, you still want to then ask those 2 questions. Is it true and is it you? And if it doesn't feel like you, just edit it a little bit so it sounds like you. So it's saying what you would want to say. Click broadcast, load it up, select your list, send it out. That's your email for the day. So yeah, that'll be for premium members with the email tool. What do you guys think?
Hey guys, I'm blown away by what I'm seeing. And me being somebody that uses email, I'm like, wow, I just want to transfer everything right now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
and that's another thing is just make sure, like when we have to protect everything, so we just have to make sure that you're not uploading like purchase leads, only generated leads you should be uploading. And then we do validate all uploads as well. So to make sure we're not, sending to invalidated emails and things like that. So, which is crazy though, if you think about it, because we made it less expensive than the other things out there. We made it to where it's not monthly. You just pay for what you use. But then we also validate every single email. So I don't know of any other autoresponder that does that. They usually make you do your own email cleanup. So anyway, just something to be aware of.
And so, guys, can you go over this a couple of times, like within the next week, because it's a lot of information. So, on our
Just watch the replay. We've already been here 2 hours. We don't want to talk about it
yeah,
anymore.
no, no,
No, just
no.
kidding. We're
I mean,
happy to answer questions.
yeah, on our TNCs, because it's gonna take me a while to get it to soak in, and I definitely want to use it. So I'm gonna watch everything and go through it, but it's definitely gonna take me a while to pick up on things.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess the first thing I would just recommend everybody do is just go activate it. It's free. So everybody gets free 300 credits. You don't even have to pay for that. So just go activate it. This is only for members only. So this cannot be sold. I mean, you could sell it and then like they have to buy at least Let's Go to use it. So it's kind of like you're getting a residual income from your autoresponder now too. Like they have to at least have one HBA product, at least minimum, to use the emailer. So you're going to lock in the residuals at least on a subscription product, and then you get the $5 every time they buy a credit package. And if they buy more, you just get paid more. Okay. So for example, it's basically 33.33%. Like it's a third of the cost. So like whatever they pay, you're getting a third of what they pay. And so if they buy 100,000 credits, I don't know how much that would cost, but you're going to get a percentage of that, like a third of that. And so that's just something to be aware of. This is an HBA only benefit. It's not a standalone product. And you do not have to buy credits to get paid on credits. You just have to own one of the core products. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Hey,
Okay, well, we
Mike
have a
and
ton.
Paul.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
No, you're good. I was just saying we have a ton of questions, so we probably should start firing those off. But yeah, go ahead real quick.
I just wanted to say this is unbelievable. I remember talking with you at Freedom Fest about this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys have just brought it out. That's unbelievable, and it sounds really exciting. So just really quick, do you mind if I be the devil's advocate here for 3 seconds, and don't get mad at me?
Sure.
Well, I've had so many autoresponders, and I've tried them and tested them, and holy cow! In fact, one year my autoresponder almost killed my business. It was last year when I was trying Moose, and I have never had anything that worked as good for me as Aweber. But I'm so excited to try this out. It sounds unbelievable. I'm just curious, how come Aweber is so great, and why is most autoresponders not able to compete with them? Just curious what your thoughts.
Yeah, that's in an alignment with another question we had from Steve, who wanted to talk about the deliverability. So I guess we can go ahead and do that, Mike, if you want to hit that one first.
So yeah, so that's another thing, like why we're doing all the validation, and we're making sure all your records are done right. It's like when we do the records for you, we're making sure the delivery is better. So that's one thing on your side. We are doing everything we can to make sure delivery is good. And in fact, over time, as long as we're not like messing it up, like it'll just stay good. So, but what's cool is even if, let's say, for whatever reason, this emailer just becomes a bust, like A, it's not a core product. B, all of your email leads and everything will be in the system as it is. You're never going to lose anybody. You can download them at any moment and bring them somewhere else. So just throwing that out there. I'm again, we're not like an autoresponder company, but we know a lot about email. so, so we are doing our best to make sure it's good and that we maintain our quality with the company we're using. So, yes.
Yeah, and specifically, Steve wanted to know, some folks send out spammy emails. Will that hurt deliverability for the rest of us? And before you answer that question, a couple of questions in the chat were, can I put purchase leads? No, please do not put purchase leads on this. These are opt-in leads. So what does that mean? That means if you have a purchase lead list, you only ever put one of those leads on your emailer when they say, hey, yes, I would like the information. Please add me to the list. Or they go to your capture page and add themselves onto the list. That's just a rule of thumb, really, for any autoresponder. Never put purchase leads on your autoresponder, ever.
Yep. Yeah. So that goes for your, like if you guys are switching from Aweber, you can download your Aweber leads and then import those. Those are your generated leads. If you're using a different system that gives you free leads, do not upload those. Okay. If you go to like, what's like a lead thing? Like you go buy purchase leads, those are not leads that you've generated. Now, if you had a one-on-one conversation via the Fast Start Inviter and you said, hey, what is the best email to send this information to? And they give you your email, is that someone you can add? I'm asking you guys. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You can add those people. And and we even made it easy for you, as you saw. The turnkey leads. If someone opts into the company capture page via your affiliate link, and then they hit the completed and they go into your list, that's another example of, and so in fact, here's what's cool. If you want to simplify this whole process, like I know we talked about a lot of things. We talked about the autoresponders, we talked about the web form. If you want to just keep this completely simple, you now can just go activate your emailer and use the turnkey capture page for everything, and you are 100% building your email list. And you can broadcast email all of those leads at any moment.
Hey, Mike,
And
that's awesome. What if you use solo ads and people opt in on their own?
That's fine. You just be aware. A lot of solo ads are bots, so they will be blocked when they try to opt in. So if you wonder why you have a 0% open rate or a 0% opt-in rate, it's probably because it's a fake lead. So
But
just be aware of that.
that's actually very helpful. Actually, that means that you're using a really bad vendor, right?
yeah. And Steve wanted to know, what about people who send spammy emails? So like one level of protection is this is only available for HBA members. So we're not going to be out there selling it to every email marketer on the planet. So that's one level. But then Mike, you want to talk about how that works with like the silos and,
Yeah, so basically, obviously if you guys are just sending spam emails and you're getting a bunch of spam complaints, your account's going to get flagged and then it's just going to pause. So, that's just like any other autoresponder, and we're going to do the same thing. So if you're just getting a ton of spam complaints, we'll just pause that sender and tell you, hey, what are you doing? And investigate. Now we're not going to be like anal, like like some of these autoresponders and be like, you're doing this and you're sending that. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to make sure that the leads that you're generating are real. Because most likely, if you're getting a bunch of spam complaints, they probably don't know who you are. You're probably just uploading a bunch of leads that don't know you. It doesn't legitimately make any sense to let that user keep going. And so, yeah, so we're going to definitely monitor that and make sure people are doing it right. So,
Yeah, and we have auto pause, right? So like if you hit a certain spam score, you're automatically going to be paused. And then we're going to have you fix things up to turn your account back on. So without getting too technical, Steve, we have multiple layers of protection against that. And we're going to monitor it and pray for us. We've never done this before, so hopefully it goes well.
and
Hey,
also,
Paul,
yeah, go ahead.
along that line, what about you guys? Is this going to be like so much extra work on you guys, or is this like something that AI and other things can handle and help, so you guys don't get swamped?
Yeah, automation can help with most of it, I think.
And
Yeah, it's
so,
all, yeah, we get, it's just
Cool.
like anything else that we have. So it's just another tool. I mean, it's just as much as like Aweber, like basically like it's as much work. Actually, I'd almost think that this will be less work because now we can do training on our own autoresponder and then just tell people if you want to use those other ones, you can, go watch tutorial videos from YouTube, and then just focus on our own products. So I think that's another advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say one
Um,
other thing that's going to help you guys with spam is there's an actual score when you start writing your email. Now, obviously, this is kind of fake, but basically, like if you start using like free like multiple times, you know, you're gonna get like less of a score. Like, and it's gonna basically say free is repeated 4 times consecutive in the body. Repeating words is a spam pattern. Use the word once for effect, and then you can click AI fix, and then it'll like say complimentary at no cost. Accept. So, so basically, it has AI fixing for your spam score. So,
that's Ninja.
Now, if you're not excited after watching that right there, I don't know what to tell you, because HBA has stepped up its game. It truly cares about helping people, giving us all of these tools, and the price does not go up. And you can earn money on this autoresponder as well. If you didn't see that in the video, go back and watch it now, because you can actually earn when the people you share this with join you and they purchase more credits for the autoresponder. You earn on that as well. Not 80%, but you do get to earn. It's just another income stream that you get to earn on. And I don't know what else to tell you other than click the link in the description to get started right now. I'm looking forward to working with you. I want you to have a great day today and a better day tomorrow. Peace.